2, 3, and. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, so the saxophone can be really rhythmic. You can basically imitate a bass player and almost even drums too. You can get a really solid groove going, and the ability to trade back and forth who's doing what role makes you a really solid saxophone player. And it's often done just through very subtle cues and looks and knowing just what to anticipate what's coming next. So when I'm playing a supportive part, I know that, coming up at some point, Kenny might be finishing a solo and I should be getting ready to play, and then vice versa. When I'm doing a solo, I got to be thinking about how do I cue my way out of it.
For sure. Switching roles is really important. So switching from the bass player role accompanying to a melodic solo role is tricky and especially difficult to practice when you're by yourself. So when you start playing with someone else, it can be difficult as well. So try to remember you're having fun. It can be hard when it's frustrating. I spent a fair amount of time using a metronome when I didn't have a friend or if it was too late and everyone had gone home and I wanted to work on my time. Using a drum track or a program that can give you a beat is really important. And when I would get tired of blowing and playing and I needed to break, I'd let the groove keep going and I would practice counting the beats to myself, which again makes you a really solid player. Also, when you're listening along to tracks, to be able to call out the letters of the chords is really critical. And then playing them, of course, playing the root notes is essential to understanding what job the rhythm section players have to do when the bass player and piano player keyboard, they're constantly in that role of having the job of laying out the chords. So that's something that as saxophone players we really need to be responsible for too, so that we're not just only wailing on one note, which sounds great, of course. It's one of the things that we do best. We just hold one note and all the chords and grooves keep changing, percolating underneath us. But it's also good to be able to get through some arpeggios and stuff and create some excitement with your solo, and that'll take the band to another level.